it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. I've been having lots of fun with the new Stampin' Up! Lift Me Up stamp set. I featured this as the stamp set in my January Stamp of the Month Club. It's from the 2017 Occasions catalog, and my card kits include 3 different designs, and today I'm going to show you how to make this double Z-fold card that has a little pop-up balloons. It's really, really fun. My favorite card of the trio, but when you sign up for my Stamp of the Month Club, you get a new stamp set each month, and then you get a card kit to make 2 each of the 3 designs. So people who are doing my club in January will get the kit to make 2 of these really awesome cards. But I'm going to show you how to make it so you can make as many as you want at home. We're going to start with a sheet of 8.5 by 11 mint macaron cardstock, and we're going to start by scoring it with the paper trimmer. So we've got the scoring blade and the cutting blade, and we're going to score at 2 3/4 inch and 5.5 inches. Then we're going to turn the cardstock and cut it the long way. I'm lining it up at 4 1/4, and I'm going to cut. So this is half a sheet of cardstock, so that's going to be our card base. And then I'm going to move it over and I'm going to cut at 1 inch. And this is going to be the little flap in the front. I'm actually going to turn around this way. So this is already scored, so you can go ahead and cut more strips to do more cards. I always like to cut my cardstock and do more than 1 card at a time, so I have some on hand. So those are our 2 pieces, scored the same way. And then we have some little pieces that are pre-cut here. This is the Carried Away designer paper. You can earn it for free during celebration when you place a $50 order. So I cut this piece down to 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm going to glue that down and place it on the cardstock. And then this piece is Whisper White. It is 2.5 inches. Yes, 2.5 inches by 4 inches. And that's going to go right here. And then it's called a Z-fold because it folds up like a Z. So I'm just going to crease that. Make sure my paper's on there really good. And then the double Z comes from the other piece, which is also folded like a Z. And we're going to kind of do the fold backwards. So we have, instead of the long side being here, we're going to flip it and have that be on the front. So I've glued mine on this card all the way here at the bottom, but you could also put it, up in the middle or wherever you want. So we're going to use some heavy duty adhesive. I like the Fast Fuse or the Tear and Tape adhesive. So I'm going to use Tear and Tape on the short flap. And also on the long. And to make sure I don't use too much, I'm going to put it on the card front. I'm going to start by adhering that right at the bottom, and then tear those off. And that lines up there. So we've got this sort of pop-up area. And then on the finished card, all I did was I added the detailed die cut balloon and the clouds, and then of course some stamped images here. And then these guys are on little pieces of window sheet. So I cut a little piece of window sheet. They come in 12 by 12, and I cut them down to a little 2 inch by 1/4 inch piece. Can you see that? And so all I'm doing is I'm going to use glue dots to put 2 of the balloons back to back. So I've got one at the base and one at the top. And one at the base. So I'll sandwich the window sheet in between two of those. I'm going to do the same thing for the big ones. Window sheet right in the middle, and then sandwich those together. It's important, especially for the big one, to use one because it will actually flip and you will see both cards. So then all I did to adhere them onto the card was just to use another glue dot and adhere it onto the card, and here. Lastly, I'm going to add the little blue balloon with a dimensional to the back. And that's how you get the little floater balloon. So here again is the finished card. It looks so cute with all those stamped and die cut balloons. It really looks like they're floating and flying. So I hope you like this double Z fold card using the Lift Me Up stamp set, and that you'll give it a try at home. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping!